on the beach. And yes, it is an under-17 board relay final. Harold, this is fantastic. We've got Ocean Grove, Currumbin, Cooks Hill, Alexandra Headland, Surfers Paradise, Currumbin, Warilla Barrack Point, North Cronulla, Wanda, Lennox Head, Newport, Kurrawa, BHMP, Newport, Dickey Beach and Swansea. What a field there for the under-17 male board relay final. We are about to give out an Aussies gold medal.
We are, and these are some amazing athletes down
100%.
there. You just see the number 2 paddlers there warming up through there. So these guys, they're young, they're full of energy.
Yep. And they've seen some fantastic races already. They're really going to attack the start of this race and then just work their way through the field. And if you look at it right now, just pick an athlete and keep your eye on it and have a look at how they're just being moved down toward the northern end of the beach. That looks to be Dickey Beach just there, popping over some white water. It looks to be Manly, maybe, who is clear. North Cronulla in the mix, Currumbin as well. And again, you can see athletes just sort of moving across the field at the moment if they're behind, trying to tuck in on some wash, where they can conserve some energy while keeping a good line out to the can.
And that is it, going out through that sweep there, do we fight against it or do you run with it and get the board up to maximum speed, noting that you're going to have to paddle that a little bit further? But again, it's a decision you're making when you're out in the water. Yep. Do we go with it? Do we fight against it? Do we want to try and finish on the can, or do we want to try and get a little bit further left but then go a bit faster with the water going out? But at the moment, you just see a lot of them have just decided to stick together, because sometimes following the pack, if you know you've got that pace and that and that fitness, easier to stick with the pack and then make your own decision.
It looks like we've got 2 Newport teams in the top 5 there. Swansea just leading out at the moment. BHMP in the mix as well. But 2 Newport in the top 5. Again, we talk about the depth of some of these clubs. Kurrawa in the mix. One of our locals there as well. Warilla Barrack Point just leading out that second pack as well.
And a lot of these young paddlers, though, even though they're only under 17s, Jen, there's no reason why these guys wouldn't be vying for open board relay spots.
Absolutely. I think our 17s and our 19s age group, some fantastic breeding grounds there, and really challenging those open competitors. And it's quite an honour to be selected for an open relay at any time, but to get the call up at an Australian Championships is very special indeed.
Looks
so
as
open
if,
board. Sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say, it looks as if that wind's just died off a little bit. With a little bit less white caps on the water, a little bit less chop and waves coming through before. So as that tide is dropping, what will transpire? But again, we've noted that many times today, we are expecting that swell to pick up. It is going to come. We just don't know when.
Yep. And so looking at the results from the 2021 Australian Championships, Swansea took out both the under-17 and the under-19 board relay. It was an amazing sprint finish for the 19s between Swansea and Surfers Paradise. Let's see if Swansea can go back-to-back in the under-17 board relay. I tell you what, they're making a strong case for it so far, but they're going to be challenged the entire way. BHMP just doing the work to pull down a runner there, and have a look at the wave behind Harold. That is going to bring quite a few of our competitors through, and if not, the one behind is going to get them as well. Everyone has stayed on their board, though. That is what we want to see, but arms, legs going everywhere, just trying to keep that momentum up. And a wave out the back on the far right-hand side, Harold. That's looking pretty good right now.
So Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Swansea Belmont just tucking on the side. So Ethan Hamilton there, unbelievable paddler. Had a couple of wins at the Summer Surf Series. Great paddling family, great paddling club, and these guys have been working hard. But just there on the red board, Ethan Hamilton had a lot of wins, big strapping boy, and that's what these guys do out there.
You can see a lot of the waves starting to come through now. Right-hand side, what a runner there. He is loving that. Just needs to keep the speed up.
Little slap on the board. I've got the wave. I'll put the work in. Tiny little claim because you're next to your mate and you can. That's the only reason.
Just a relay, buddy. Keep on moving. But this is the conditions that we want to see. Just pushing that down, that one as well. That's Currumbin in the mix, loving that. He looks to have the wave by himself at the moment. So he's going to go into that transition in a beautiful position. The Currumbin Vikings will be loving this right now. You can see him really working the entire way back into the beach as well. Currumbin, we've got a B team in there as well, maybe an A as, 2 teams, 2 Currumbins.
And that'd be something that the coaches want to go back. So we saw him just pull over the top of that wave. Then when it doubled up, board speed again, hard rate, pull over the top of that double up. And again, that was the difference between first and second and third there. So he's going to give his second paddler a clean run out, clean water, and he can make his own decision for which direction he wants to head out on this second leg.
I'm loving the speed on this transition here. The boys absolutely determined to give the best advantage possible to those next competitors coming through. Currumbin was in the lead, but I tell you what, it is tight all the way through here as Cooks Hill comes through. And have a look at this chase pack. Warilla Barrack Point, Wanda in the mix. Lots of caps. A few little stumbles from Alex, the second Currumbin team coming through as well. And I tell you what, North Kira putting on a show, but these under-17 boys racing for an Australian gold medal. They are rare and they are precious. But Harold, we're going to hand out a few today as the boys just come through this first break.
Yeah, just on the set there. So a little set up and pops making their way through. Mitch Morris going to be working hard there as well. Had a bit of tape on his right foot this morning, so I'm not too sure what was going on there. Half a little limp, but that's not going to affect his board paddling. May affect a little bit.
Not feeling it right now.
But these guys are the ultimate competitors. So the team of the Morris brothers and Bailey Clues will be looking to try and take out this in their last year in the under-17s. They've done a lot of open competitions over the start of the season, but now we're in our age group and we would like to dominate.
Yeah, that's what they're here for, absolutely. I think I saw a Lennox cap as well up the top in there. Wonderful to have them along. And again, if you're watching on the live stream, please let us know who you're cheering for and where you are cheering from. We'd love to be celebrating the Australian Championships with you and bringing you as much footage as we can. And at the moment, it is the under-17 male board relay final.
And unbelievable. Swansea Belmont just sitting off on that left hip there of Newport. You do the work, Mitch. I'm just going to sit on your side, watch,
very
brother.
Comfortable, very strategic there at the moment.
They won't be working together. Maybe a little bit of a conversation, but these guys know that the gold medal is going to be handed out in less than 4.5 minutes.
Absolutely. That white water at the can, you can see the boys just angling over a little bit to get through that nicely. They'll go down on their tummies now just to negate that wind. It is getting pretty choppy out there and they want to be as stable as possible. But again, they're heading back over to the left-hand side, which is the northern end of the beach, just hitting that can nicely.
And I saw a bit of a move from Malik Mostyn there. Now with Surface Paradise, he'll come into screen very, very shortly. So he's going to turn the can at about 5th or 6th, and he's got some amazing pace. You just see him coming up there, dropping down on his belly now. So he's in 6th place, and he'll be wanting to flog himself around that next 3 cans. Any sort of wave, giving that last paddler every single chance to bring home any medal for the club. Yeah,
he's a great little athlete. I got to do an interview with him at the Murphy Homes Carnival at Maroochydore a little while ago, and he was really on fire that weekend, racing up, doing the opens in a few events as well. But of course, you've got to think he's in his element right now in an under-14 board relay final.
He'd be part of our team, Jen.
Oh, he would be, 100%. Alrighty, Newport is still in the lead at the moment, but Swansea not letting go. And Harold, look at the distance that they've built up on the rest of the field right now. That's going to give them first crack at the waves.
And first crack's coming up. So Mitch up on his belly, and then the prone paddlers there from
Swansea
Belmont looking strong there as well.
Nice
that's not
little
enough.
runner.
We want to keep that rate up, keep that board speed going. Burleigh Heads Murray Park tucked in there as well. Swansea Belmont now making that move up on the inside.
Out the back.
As per usual. So there we go.
Malik's on that one on the right-hand side with 3 of his closest friends as well. Looks to be North Cronulla in the mix. Currumbin coming back as well. Maybe the Kurrawa cap as well. I tell you what, this is turning into a fantastic race.
Malik putting on a masterclass, just keeping that right up on the outside. Mitch Morris going to fall off that one on the inside, but Malik, the whole way through, regardless of what's underneath, I'm going to keep that rate up. I'm going to keep pulling the water. I'm going to give us every single chance, and that's what they've done. So 2 have now become 7.
Well, I think it's
not even
nearly a race in 2 out the front now. These last little waves will sort them out. We'll see. Oh, no, there's another one coming through. Ooh. Swansea. Okay, 4 around the transition here. I tell you what, that's 4 there. That could be potentially our podium coming through. And the boys having to recalibrate here a little bit. Malik's just got his head down and he's going now. He is hurting. He knows he's got a big transition to finish off here as Morris from Newport is going to get a nice little lift here, as is Swansea, who's going to be up on their feet first. Come on, time. There is no time to rest, boys. You've got to get up on your feet. This is a very important transition right now.
Top 4. One's going to miss out on a medal. Mitch Morris working hard there. Swansea Belmont.
Yep, Morris showing no sign of a foot injury right now, just putting his head down now. That is 1, 2, 3. Newport, Swansea, Surfers, Currumbin. That is your top 4 so far. Harold, we have got 1 leg to go in the under-17 board relay final. Look at the speed off the start here for Newport and Swansea.
The interesting tactic there. Currumbin took a couple of steps back from the line just so that old mate knew where it was, minimised the error, risk of error. Now they're out. So we've got the top 4 out, 6, 7, 8 ready to go. 1 gold medal going to be handed out very, very shortly.
Let's see who's going to end up on the podium. The boys just absolutely punching through this white water now. They're still a little bit on the horizon. Look at the stroke rate of Newport on the left-hand side as well as Swansea goes up for a pop. Are they going to get through this next one? Newport just gets his head under that one. Swansea had to do a little pop. Currumbin out the back. Surfers Paradise in the mix as well. I tell you what, I'm loving the stroke rate of Newport on the left-hand side right now. He is not looking for wash as we come through a transition there, getting a shoulder in there.
A bit of argy-bargy early on day one.
More of that, please. Cooks Hill as they come through. Warilla Barrack Point, Alexandra Headlands in the mix as well. Setting up for a fantastic finish here in the under-17 board relay. Again, it is just past lunchtime on the first day of Opened Aussies for 2022. We're giving out some gold medals. We've had a fantastic day of racing already. If you're down on the beach, hashtag Aussies 2022. We want to see all of the excitement and the action. Harold and Jenny in the commentator booth right now. We've got Kurt Hansen down on the beach and a bronze medalist in Sam Jordan from Redhead. He'll be on your screen later today, most likely wearing his medal.
He should be. So last paddler in. Newport, strong lead at the moment then. It looks like Blake Cook from Swansea Belmont trying to stay in touch as close as possible. And just the different lines again. Some guys heading right, some guys heading left. But at the moment, Newport in the lead. But we saw first two changes there. A couple of bombs from out the back, just enough to make it interesting when it comes into that dead zone. And again, whitewash out the back near the can. And we will say that all weekend, Jen.
We really will. And that's really caused even some of our open competitors a little bit of drama earlier in the day. The 17s, though, making some really good decisions as they hit that first can. Newport doing absolutely everything to try and drop Swansea Belmont, but Swansea is not going anywhere. Swansea took out this event in 2021, looking for a back-to-back. And, of course, they took out the under-19s as well. So some fantastic races.
And Newport taking a 5th place last time.
Year, yep.
Some clubs would have been happy with that, but I can guarantee the boys would have been seething.
They have high standards, 100%. And have a look at that. Swansea doing some really good decisions here. He's just been getting washed the entire way around. Let's see if that pays off at the end, because Newport is going to have first crack at the waves. Swansea, though, probably saved a little bit of energy coming around the field.
So Jake Morris there, green board, green rashy underneath. He's been in some form over the last 6 months or so. Swimming fast in the pool, but then Swansea Belmont and just, you know, arms going fast, little runners there, and then we have the Burleigh Heads Murray Park. Going to try and pick up something there. The medals are on here, 1, 2 and 3 in shot at the moment, trying to pull over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, just going to fall off the back. 1 and 2 still on screen.
Swansea's rating right now. This might turn into something. But Currumbin going far, far down the southern end, trying to pick up something, and there is a little wave out the back. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make the difference, but I tell you what, he's going a long way down right now, doing anything to get an Aussie gold medal.
And you can see the line these guys are coming in. So they've just cut across a string of 9. So this is going to be in the middle of the area. So there's going to be an awkward run when they come up. Finish line there. Bomb on the outside right, inside left here. Swansea Belmont Newport pulling in on this same wave. Is it going to be enough to get it all the way to shore?
Currumbin, I think, has gone too far down. He has got a nice little wave out there, but I think it's going to be too far out. This looks to be the winning wave right now as the boys come together. Newport and Swansea nearly locking elbows as they come through. Now, Newport has the inside run here.
Swansea Belmont giving up too much there, Jen. Too polite. You can't be giving up that much.
He's not going to give it on the run. Come on, boys. The rating is on right now. The double up will give them a nice little push as well. Let's see who's going to be first to the feet. They get off there together. Newport and Swansea. Newport's got the inside line. Swansea not giving up. Is it Newport from here on in, Harold?
There's a long way to go, Jen. So on the hard sand, inside run, Jake Morris there. Swansea Belmont pushing hard on the hard sand. Girls there trying to cheer him on. 1, 2, what's it going to be? Last 10 metres to go. Swansea Belmont concedes. Newport A of Clues, Morris, and Morris take home the under-17 board relay final.
And that looks to be another medal today for Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. After their open women took out the ski relay, they're going to get a bronze here in the under-17 board relay. And look at the gap that they have on the rest of the field, but it's going to be Kurrawa coming in for 4th. Oh, Currumbin takes a stumble. That's going to be 5th position right there. Remembering we pay points down to 6th, Harold, so this is really important. And it's going to be a run on for 6th as well. Let's see if... it's not Currumbin, it's a black and white. Oh no, is his second Currumbin team maybe?
Second Currumbin there making their way through.
Oh, and then the run. The sprints on here, North Cronulla, Wanda, Warilla Barrack Point coming through. What a race we've had here. That is the under-17 board relay. But I tell you what, Newport really is showing some early dominance down here for the relays in the men's. But Kurt has our winners down on the beach.
Yeah, here with the Morris boys and Bailey Clues as well. Wow, you had to earn it, didn't you? It was a tough finish.
Yeah, definitely with that little change at the back, with that little back bank, with all the waves coming through, really changes it up big time. Yeah, it was sick.
You saw the sprint finish there. You thought the brother had it covered?
Yeah, as soon as he went past him near the start, I'm like, oh, hopefully he's got this covered. But, yeah.
Well, talk to us through the nerves as well. You knew he was sitting on you the whole way, just buying his time, and he made his move on the way back. You both got the wave together. Run us through just your thought process there just to keep you cool.
Yeah, I knew he was on my wash, going all the way around, and then he got that little run off the cam, but like, I knew if I just got near him, like, I knew he went past, but if I got on the same wave, I knew I had it. I just backed the training that we've done doing all year, and after last year, I just really wanted that.
Yeah, and Bailey, for you as well, part of this Newport team, Morris boys, it's a great squad to be a part of, isn't it? You saw the open ski relay, huge victory for the old boys, and now the young fellas get one as well.
Yeah, it's unreal. This club is a magnificent club, and we all support each other, and the amount of support that we all give each other, it just gives us that energy to do them races like we just did, and it's just unreal to have that feeling and be supported by this amazing club behind us.
Well, it's good watching you guys come through the ranks, obviously through nippers and then into the 17s, and then next stop 19s. Look out.
Beautiful. Good luck, boys.
Well, there you go, Newport, your champions there in the under-17 board relay. Women up next, but